Okay, well, night is more or less coming on. We've got another 2 hours of daylight, I expect. But we've set night watches anyway. We've had an easier day to navigate because we can do it visually. But at night, of course, if there's no lighthouses around, we're a little bit pressed, so we have to be a bit more cautious. Anyway, we're averaging now. We're doing one over a knot, which is pretty good, using our sail and paddling. But it's still going to put us out here for 65 or 70 hours, I think, if the conditions continue. And we can't really depend on anything. But it's been a good day. It's been a hot and tiring, but essentially a good day. An idea that came to me from a very famous paleontologist, a Dutch professor called Paul Sonder. About 11 years ago we got into contact in Holland, and he had a theory that glaciation periods had lowered the water levels, the sea levels so far that and introduced a lot of cold weather that people were sort of stranded on the littorals without really many animals to eat. They were running out of food, and they could see from the Greek mainland, they could see this island. Lush assumed quite correctly that there was some food to be had over on the island, so they found some way of getting out there. I mean, it sounds very simple, this, but it was an enormous breakthrough in the human species to be able to tackle the sea.
Have you got this? Are you off? Well, it couldn't be more perfect. We've got a beautiful light breeze, and we're doing certainly a knot and a half anyway. And yeah, I think everybody's happy to be on the water and heading for Crete.
You know, it wasn't easy to get permission to make this trip anyway, and it came with certain conditions from the paranoid police, the port police, and maritime officials, and God knows who else. And as it is, our support vessel has to report every hour while we're at sea, and we've just been instructed for them to tow us into Kythira for the night and continue tomorrow morning. This is for some kind of safety precaution, but of course we've denied that. We're not going to do it. We're going to continue all night because the conditions are so perfect. Who knows what might happen tomorrow? We've been managing to keep up our 1 knot limit, and we've done 2/3 of the journey in the last 48, let me see, 52, 53 hours. So it looks as though if we can keep this up, we could be at our destination unassisted and only under our own steam with paddles and in a crazy looking sail by tomorrow midday. That means we'll be in Hani, but I don't like to make such wild predictions. But anyway, we're hoping that, because enough, after tonight, enough will certainly be enough.
Mama, life has just begun, but now you've gone and thrown it all away.
And with a raft like this, which won't go to windward, it really has to, it's part of the elements. If the elements say go from A to B, that's exactly where the raft is going to go. You can't really force it to do anything ambitious and unscheduled. It goes in one direction and that's it. So we were lucky that we had the wind pushing us in the right direction. So the object was to get here as quickly as possible. And we've done it, and everybody's very pleased, especially the academics who've been watching our progress keenly, and they're very happy because it's something tangible for them, which is really what we're after. We're trying to, shorten the gap between academic schoolroom behaviour and the reality of something that works. And for that reason we've done it. So as far as I'm concerned, as far as they are concerned, that we have actually repeated something that happened 130,000 years ago. So it's a triumph, and I'm super happy.